Fairies bring magic. They live in gardens. Let's build them a tiny home. It will be so pretty. We can use recycled things. It's good for our earth. Let's use a plastic bottle and some colorful clay. Are you ready? Let's begin. First, find a plastic bottle. Any size will do. Clean it carefully. Peel off the label. Now, gather your clay. Choose bright colors. You'll need tools too. A rolling pin is helpful. And some craft sticks. Don't forget the decorations. Gather leaves and twigs. Find some pretty stones. Let's make our fairy house sparkle. We'll use paint too. And maybe some glitter. It will be so much fun. Let's cut the bottle. Be careful. Ask a grown-up for help. We'll use the bottom part. It's the base of our fairy house. Now, roll out the clay. Make it flat, like a pancake. Place the bottle on top. Cut around it, leaving extra clay. This is the foundation of our house. Press the clay onto the bottle. Smooth it out with your fingers. See? It's starting to look like a tiny house. Now, let's build the walls. Roll out more clay. Make long strips. This is a crucial step in creating the structure of our fairy house. The clay needs to be evenly rolled to ensure the walls are sturdy and uniform. Take your time with this process, as the quality of the strips will determine the overall look and stability of the house. These will be the walls of our fairy house. Wrap a strip around the bottle. The bottle acts as a mold, giving our house its shape. Carefully wrap the clay strip around, making sure it adheres well to the surface. This step is essential for creating a solid foundation for our fairy house. Press it gently onto the base. Add more strips, one by one. Each strip should be pressed firmly to ensure it sticks properly. As you add more strips, you'll see the walls start to rise. This gradual process helps in building a strong and stable structure. Remember, patience is key here. Make sure they overlap. Use your fingers to smooth the clay. Overlapping the strips ensures there are no weak points in the walls. Smooth out any rough edges with your fingers, blending the strips together seamlessly. This will give the walls a uniform appearance and make them stronger. Make sure there are no gaps. We want our fairy to be cozy. Gaps can weaken the structure and make it less comfortable for our fairy. Take extra care to smooth out any imperfections and ensure the walls are solid and gap-free. This attention to detail will make a big difference in the final product. Look at our house. It's taking shape. Let's add some windows and a door. These finishing touches will give our fairy house character and charm. Carefully cut out the windows and door, making sure they are evenly spaced and proportionate. This is where your creativity can really shine, adding unique details to make the house truly special. Section 5. Adding magical details. This is where the magic truly begins. Use a craft stick to cut out a door. Make it small and round, just like the entrance to a fairy's cozy home. Imagine the fairies fluttering in and out of this tiny door, bringing a touch of enchantment to your creation. Don't forget a tiny doorknob. This little detail adds so much character and charm. Now, let's make the windows. Windows are the eyes of the house, allowing light to pour in and fairies to peek out. Use a cookie cutter or a bottle cap. Press it into the clay to make circles. These circles will become the windows, perfect for our fairy friends to gaze out at the world. You can make as many windows as you like, each one adding a new perspective to your fairy house. We can add a chimney too. Roll a small piece of clay into a cone shape. This chimney will be the perfect finishing touch, giving your fairy house a cozy, lived-in feel. Imagine the tiny puffs of smoke curling up into the sky as the fairies warm themselves by a miniature fire. Attach it to the roof. Our fairy house is almost ready. Each element we've added brings us closer to creating a magical dwelling that fairies would be proud to call home. Let's let it dry completely. This step is crucial to ensure that all the pieces stay in place. Once it's dry, we can move on to the most exciting part, decorating. This is where you can let your imagination run wild. Paint the door a vibrant color, add tiny flowers around the windows, or even sprinkle some glitter to make it sparkle. The possibilities are endless, and each detail will add to the enchantment of your fairy house. So gather your paints, brushes, and any other decorations you have, and get ready to bring your fairy house to life. Section 6. decorating with nature's treasures. Now, for the magic touch. Let's use our nature finds. Nature offers us an abundance of beautiful materials that can be used to create stunning decorations. From leaves and twigs to stones and flowers, the possibilities are endless. Today, we will transform these simple elements into a charming fairy house. Glue leaves to the roof. They look like shingles. The leaves not only add a rustic charm, but also provide a natural texture that mimics real shingles. Choose leaves of different shapes and sizes to give the roof a more authentic look. You can even mix in some dried flowers for added color and interest. Stick twigs around the door. They look like a tiny fence. Twigs are perfect for creating miniature fences and other small structures. Arrange them in a neat pattern around the door to create a welcoming entrance for our fairy friends. You can also use twigs to create window frames or other decorative elements. Glue stones to make a pathway. We can paint the house too. Stones add a touch of realism to our fairy house. Create a winding pathway leading up to the door, and don't be afraid to get creative with the design. Once the pathway is complete, it's time to paint the house. Choose colors that complement the natural materials we've used so far. Choose bright colors. Paint the door a different color. Bright colors will make our fairy house stand out and give it a whimsical feel. Consider using contrasting colors for the door and windows to create a playful look. You can also add patterns or designs to make the house even more unique. And the windows too. Sprinkle glitter on the roof. Painting the windows in bright colors will tie the whole look together. And for the final touch, sprinkle some glitter on the roof. The glitter will catch the sunlight and make our fairy house sparkle, adding a magical touch that is sure to delight. It will sparkle in the sunlight. Our fairy house is complete. Place it in your garden or on a windowsill where it can catch the light. This charming creation is sure to bring a touch of enchantment to any space. Enjoy your beautiful nature-inspired decoration. Section 7. A home for your fairy. Find a special place for your fairy house. Maybe in the garden or under a tree. Place it carefully. Now, close your eyes. Make a wish for your fairy. Welcome her to her new home. Your fairy will be so happy. She'll love her cozy little house, and she'll bring magic to your garden. Section 8. Sharing the magic. Wasn't that fun? Making a fairy house is magical. You can make more houses. Use different colors and decorations. Share your creations with your friends. They'll love to make their own fairy houses too. Remember, we used recycled materials. We helped our planet while making something beautiful. Let's keep creating and spreading the magic.